You may be working, you may be stressed, you may be in the middle of chaos, or you may just be sleeping in, I don't know. But there are 9 of us, 10 including myself in this class. So I wanted just to jump in and say, what the heck, everybody? But I know that we're resilient. I said on the first day of class, Stephen Covey says, begin with the end in mind. We could never have processed this magnitude of a disaster. So we are hoping and praying that the virus is stopped, that people are keeping their social distance, but we also want you to finish the semester successfully. So we're gonna transition. You're gonna get really familiar with Blackboard. It's so important that you fill out that survey so that I know if you've been on Blackboard. Are you familiar with it? Can you meet us at the same time for a live lecture? They're just a handful of us, so I'm hoping that you can log on, I can see your face, we can do a simple lecture. I have fill in the blank outlines. They will all be uploaded. So here's what you need to know. From this point forward, starting on Monday, we are in online. So you're still gonna see my face a little bit, but you need to know you'll have hopefully your chapters. If you don't have a book, I need you to email me and we'll figure that out. But please email me quickly so that I can make sure that you do. Each chapter, you'll fill out that blue box, that assessment. Each chapter, you'll be required to complete the fill in the blank outline. You won't have to print it out now, but you will complete it. You'll upload it to an assignment tab. If you've never done that on Blackboard, we'll walk through that. We have a couple more. You should be working on your paper, your movie rhetorical analysis, where you look at those 4 horsemen. So if you have questions about that, let me know. I'll set up some virtual office hours. So if you just want to talk through your paper, here's what I'm thinking. Here's the relationship in the movie I'm looking at. I'm going to ask you some questions. What does criticism look like, sound like in that movie? Contempt, you get it, etc. Those are really our big things. Because we did the team scavenger hunt, we got a team sort of activity in. I'm gonna ask you to reflect on that. I'm gonna ask you to answer some questions about that and submit those in an assignment tab. It's worth a lot of points. There were a few of you that were not here. So I'm gonna ask the 2 of you to collaborate on something because we need to do some kind of teamwork. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Your exams, you'll have 2, they'll be online, open book from this point on. So the last one I had already written, I'll be writing the next one. I'm sorry we won't be able to do Jeopardy, but you'll have your notes, you'll have your book. I'm gonna have the PowerPoints uploaded. I'm just going to have it organized under course content where it says, hey, post Corona or post spring break, here's our last 7 weeks. Week 1, week 2, week 3. You will have an attendance assignment each week. So I will either have you log in so we can do live and I'll be like, oh, you showed up and you commented a little. We're so glad you're here. That's your attendance. Or I'll have a simple assignment and it will say in the announcement each week, here's the announcement. Here's this attendance assignment for the week. You're gonna have to do an outline assessment for last week to make up for it and to reflect on your team presentation. So your first week might feel a little heavy because you're gonna be actually doing 2 weeks of work. But after that, we're gonna pace ourselves. We're gonna get in our hours and you're gonna do what we normally do, read the chapter, do those fill-in outlines, make sure that you do that assessment. I'm gonna have a discussion board where I'll pick a little section of the chapter or I'll post a TED Talk or a video clip and you'll watch it, we'll talk about it. I'm hopeful that this will still be a great experience. I wanna wrap up by just saying, gosh, I miss you guys and I hope you're okay. And ladies, it sounds unprofessional to say y'all, but this is just really raw, honest me saying this has been weird and hard. And I have 3 kids at home that now I'm making do presentations and practice communication skills, but I'm also here full time, virtually. So you might see me in an office or see me in my living room, depending on what quiet space I can find. But just know that I miss you, I'm for you, I want you to be okay. So please fill out that survey so I know how you're doing and what you have access to so that we can finish the semester successfully. We're gonna, even though we could not have imagined this, we can still begin knowing that the end can look successful. So I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be a fun challenge, but we were created to do hard things. So take care of yourself, wash your hands, keep social distance, and check Blackboard.